Alright, welcome back to another season of TMC. This time we're in Division 1. Obviously just two divisions in TMC this season, and we're at Australia where everything begins this season. So yeah, heading into this one, look, Australia's not one of my hotter tracks, and yeah, it's just not a good track for me, so it's not a great place to start. So expectations going into this one, look, just finish the race and see what happens from there. But I thoroughly screwed up qualifying. This is my only lap I really got to complete. It was my banker. It's a 21.7, and yeah, it's just not a happy time, and neither was qualifying. My teammate, you can see TMC Jono there, he got into 6th, but I am starting from the doldrums of P18, and yeah. Look, heading into this season, look, it wasn't my choice to be in Division 1. I had asked to be in Division 2. I was, put into Division 1 and thought, okay, we'll try and work something, but yeah, this would have been a little bit higher than I would have been comfortable with, certainly, to say the least, and confident with. So yeah, I wasn't too happy with how qualifying went, but we're in 18. We can only go up from here. We're going to start on the mediums and then go from there. I thought about mediums was the only real choice here. We're going to go on to the softs. In retrospect, I probably should have gone from mediums to hards, but not that it mattered much in this race, but you'll see why in a bit. But yeah, get ready for a new season, see what happens. Never know what might happen at this one. So here we go then. For P18, 5 red lights, and away we go. Not a terrible start. We're going to get by Chubbs here straight away, who's on the hards. But just, yeah, final down to turn 1, nice and easy. There's going to be a little bit of carnage. Not sure actually who starts it, but couple of guys around. You can see, I think Paddy was one of them. But yeah, settling straight up to P14. Just going to try and settle into this first lap. Yeah, this is a track. Again, it's not really my personal favourite. It's a tough one to start, especially on the wheel. I think this track is a bit more inclined towards pad, but not that my pace with anything spectacular. Anyways, to where that would really make a difference, but it's just not a great track for me, and it's not the worst track to drive. I'm just not quick at it. Like, I don't mind once you get it hooked up. It's actually quite a decent track to drive, but in terms of racing, in terms of wheel side by side action, it's not the most spectacular. So really the idea is just try and stick within DRS of medium pile as much as I can, and then just see what happens from there. So that's really it for that. Obviously, going to try not to crash. You can see going close to medium pilot. Look, if the opportunity arises to overtake, I'll try and do it, but I'm not really pressing for anything. He's going to try and have a look on Focky. Can't quite get it done. He's on hards as medium pilot, so he's in a good spot here early on. But obviously, overtaking around Australia can be tricky, and yeah, we'll see what happens from there. But first lap, just nothing spectacular. Just managed to negotiate the carnage, and yeah, try and settle into the race now. So lap 2, you can see the yellow flag here. Coutinho has been spun around. I'm not sure if I would have ghosted through him or not, but you see we're kind of pent up. You see Focky's kind of bottling up a little bit here, pilot, and then obviously I'm on quicker tyres. Might not be quicker, but yeah, try and follow through. We've got Caesar behind us as well, so Caesar obviously came up from Division 3 as well, so I know we're closely paced. So, but I think he is just quicker this part of the race. And heading on to lap 4, you can see Pilot's trying to go for a move on Focky. He gets it done. I'm trying to be careful because I've already got 2 warnings out of the in the first 3 laps. I'm trying not to get a penalty. Obviously looking ahead to the car in front, I brake a little early, and yeah, contact is made, and that's disappointing. I'm not gonna lie, it was tough to look. I was hanging into a decent spot there, and yeah, that's tough. I know I broke early, but there's a car in front of me. My wing obviously isn't damaged, but at this rate, I mean, I'm nowhere. I'm absolutely nowhere in this race. Whereas before I had a little bit somewhere, and from there, this is lap 6. You're going to get by Adam here in literally this race now evolves into picking up the pieces from people who haven't, who kind of fall apart in front, and there goes Paddy. I didn't really want to fight that. I actually didn't want to overtake him here. I wanted to let him go, but ended up taking the place back, and yeah, because obviously he couldn't really hold it But yeah, at this stage, like, all confidence just dropped. Not confidence, but just all I don't know, will just dropped from this race. I couldn't be arsed. Like, it just, like, my race was just like, what is this race at this stage? I'm back in P14. I'm absolutely nowhere from everyone, and I let Paddy go there. And yeah, just I hope a safety car comes out, but I didn't push as hard after this. Cliffy again, I don't really fight this. Let him go. He's on hards. Just let him. He's quicker. You let him go. Yeah, just. Yeah, that was really it from my race after this. Look, don't like. Not that I thought my pace was especially quick. This really annoyed me, by the way. You know, I left the door open for Chaz to go down 3. He makes an absolute hash of it, and then weaves in front of me as if I was at fault for that. Like, you're clearly quicker. You just pitched it for a fresh set of hards. Surely you could wait for the end of turn 3, where there's a DRS zone down here. So, I don't know. That really annoyed me. Like, there's no need. Like, there really is no need. You'll get through. Just have a bit of patience. Lap 19, we're in 11th here. We're going to come into the pits. I think we were in 10th at some stage, but yeah, obviously overtaken on these. I didn't even have a fresh set of softs to go to, but at this stage, obviously, my race is obviously run. Yeah, like, after the incident, just I did not push. I did, like, all motivation to really compete in this race really just kind of went down the drain. The only hope was a safety car at this stage, and hope for some incidents or some fireworks to happen up front or in front of me, which is obviously everyone else. But there goes John on my team, who I do believe was using no traction for this race, and we go up to the DRS. We're on softs, obviously. Now we can just go for it, and not very much fight here to be had. But I made a hash of this as well, as I ended up going wide there. Look at that. I really hate that. Like, yes, I've gone over the limits, but like, I've not exploited or anything like that. It's annoying to get a penalty like that. And one of the first warnings I got was because I understeered into turn 1 and obviously went wide. But there's your race. Yeah, just one to forget. Just again, I felt like Division 1 was out of my depth anyways heading into this one, but not that the race really, like, look, for many the season starts in Bahrain, so I guess kind of we'll have a look at that more so than this one, and we certainly won't look at it at China, because China is just you might as well write off immediately. Just it's just not a track I do well at historically. So yeah, a thoroughly disappointing race, a P11, which is the worst that probably I could have got, because it's the position where, you know, look, obviously the first place that doesn't get you a point. So yeah, that was a tough one. Yeah, not much else to say about it really, but there you go. Yeah, there's your race. I mean, like, there's not much else to say other than I feel like I was out of my depth to begin with. My best time in qualifying was a 20, like in time trial was like 20.6, I think, and then obviously doing some online sessions, my best time was a 21 flat. So really nowhere from the beginning, but yeah, I had a late challenge from SH came there, but I held that off anyway. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this race. Just, yeah, not much else to say about it. It's about 8 minutes too long really, this one, but yeah. Next up is Bahrain. Hopefully things will be a bit more bit tighter, but yeah, we'll see. I'm not asking for points or a podium every race. All I want is just some close racing, but not this one. But yeah, until next time.